What?
You're so tall. Hello everyone, welcome to the charge phase. So this is hopefully a lot shorter than shooting, Sam. The charge phase breaks down sequentially into 4 bits. I choose a unit to charge with, I choose the target, the enemy resolves Overwatch, and you roll 2d6 to make the charge move. So Sam, this is your turn.
Yeah, so I'm going to use the Poxwalkers, and I've got to choose the targets. So you have to choose whoever you want to get into combat with. You have to select those units. So I want to charge the Banner, the Ancient, and the Intercessor unit, but I don't want to charge the Captain in the Gravis armour. So they're the 2 that I've selected. And now...
Well, there are some limitations. First and foremost, you can only select someone within 12 inch, which makes sense, because that's the most you can roll on the charge dice, which we'll come to. You may not choose a unit that advanced or fell back this turn, nor one that started the charge phase within 1 inch of an enemy. So, selecting your unit.
Yep, so it's the Poxwalkers, and I'm selecting to charge those 2 units.
Excellent. So, chosen the target, again, that's got 12 inch limitation, but each target unit can now attempt to fire Overwatch. Yep. This is the good news, you've chosen to. Why don't you choose my Captain?
Because he's got a big nasty weapon on here as well. And they've all just got bolt rifles, which are pretty devastating, and they are probably going to kill me. I'll see.
There's a few of you, Sam. You might survive this.
We'll see what bolt rifles are.
Okay, well, this is the interesting thing. Bolt rifles have a 30-inch range, rapid fire 1, strength 4, minus 1 AP, and 1 damage. So, as we talked about in the shooting phase, rapid fire means if you are within half of my range, I get to double my shots.
Yep.
So I'm rapid fire 1, you're definitely within 15 inches in both instances, and you'd have to be just to charge.
Yep.
So that means I get 2 shots per rifle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 12 shots, and both the Ancient and the Squad need a 3+ to hit.
So how do you resolve Overwatch? Because in 7th edition you needed 6s to actually hit in Overwatch. What's the difference with Overwatch and this?
That's a good point. Each time a charge is declared against a unit, the target unit can immediately fire Overwatch at the would-be attacker. The target unit can potentially fire Overwatch several times a turn. Oop. Though it cannot fire if there are any models within 1 inch of it. The Overwatch is resolved like a normal shooting attack, albeit one resolved in the enemy's charge phase, and uses all the normal rules, except a 6 is required for a successful hit, irrespective of the ballistic skill.
Yeah, so it's still the same as it was in 7th edition, but you can fire multiple times as long as you don't get charged. So if I don't manage to actually make the charge on this unit and they get declared a charge from another unit, they can fire again.
Right. And whilst there are 3 up normally to hit, I've got to use a 6, so no matter how good they are.
So 10 shots first of all from the Intercessor Squad at the Poxwalkers, needing 6s. And with my rolling, 2. And
then 2 shots from the Ancient.
Yep. None of them at all. Now the wounding is still the same as in shooting, so what was the strength on the weapon of these?
It's a strength 4.
And the toughness is 3, so that's a 3 to actually wound.
Absolutely, strength is greater than toughness.
One of them has gone through.
Okay, this is a -1 rend, and as we know with Poxwalkers from shooting...
Yeah, they're rubbish.
They are rubbish.
And they've got no normal saves, but we do have the disgustingly resilient rule.
Of course.
So on a 5 or a 6, I don't lose that wound, basically. I rolled a 1.
Now this is the important point though, Sam. You no longer have to allocate it closest, which would normally affect your charge distance, wouldn't it? So you can pick anyone.
I'm just going to kill this one at the back. He's looking the wrong direction anyway, so he's gone. He's just been shot in the back of the head while the rest of his unit were charging. Now what happens then? I roll my 2d6 and I make the charge.
Just make the charge move, which is a 2d6, and each model in the unit can move up to that number of inches.
And I can choose to move them towards this unit or this unit, but because I haven't selected the Captain as a unit which I'm going to charge, I can't get within 1 inch of him, so I can only get to those 2. So we'll see what I roll. I roll an 8.
Ooh. I think you're looking good, Sam.
8 inches. I'm just going to pile in around here. In terms of actually piling in, what does it do now I'm actually moving them?
Well, this is the thing. No model in the charging unit can move within 1 inch of an enemy unit that was not the target.
Yeah.
But of course you are the target now. If this is impossible, the charge fails, and no others did, but you did make your charge. Once you've moved all your models in the charging unit, choose another eligible unit. So, essentially, you go up to the base. There's no limitation on how close you can get. It's not like Age of Sigmar where you get within 1 inch or half an inch. As long as you enter, well, I would guess, as long as you enter within 1 inch.
Well, we're going to go on to the
in combat, don't you?
The fight phase will be the next video that we're going to release. So we'll go on to we'll probably continue this one actually, and we go into the piling in and the actual combat itself.
But you certainly had enough move to get models into base to base.
I've got enough there to pretty much pile up. Here we go. I'm going to just shuffle all these over.
Don't forget, Sam, you are charging 2 units, but this constitutes as a move. This is the charge move.
Yep.
And any move in the new 8th edition, you have to maintain that 2-inch unit coherency.
2 inches, yeah, so it's fine. So as long as I keep it like that, I'm absolutely fine. The rest of these can now bridge the gap and try and charge in as many as I can. I've engaged 2 units. I'm not within 1 inch of any other models, and we're now ready to go on to the fight phase. So that was a pretty fast phase for the 8th edition rules. We're going to go on to that one now.
Faster than shooting.
Faster than shooting. Faster than moving. Anyway, we'll see you on the next video.
Thank you.